Friends of More Service and Repair, welcome back to the shop. No, I'm not sitting on a Harley Davidson. I'm sitting on a Cub Cadet, a proper one. This is an old friend of mine. This 2204, I think, is the model with the Kohler CH18. Let's let her rip. Oh, this is, and some of you who've been following me for some time may recognize this old mower. I definitely, this was the first machine I bought, fixed up, and resold. This, oh, it's a CH20S. That's why it's got some good power. We're definitely gonna be throwing some new plugs in there because it's definitely running a little rich. Aired up all the tires. Going to probably throw some new blades on it because I don't believe I have replaced them yet. And it could be worse. That is for sure. Might even just sharpen these up because they don't look too shabby. Not too bad at all. Definitely gonna give the mower deck a scrape down because lots of that under there. But first things first, oil. I got the engine all warmed up, as you well heard. This thing purrs like a Harley, so we're gonna do oil first. And I don't like those. I don't like the position of that, but make do with what we got. So one of the ways when you got one of these older Cubs that has the stupid oil drain port on the inside of the frame rail like this, one of the ways you can drain it out nice and simple is put your little tube on it and use the old fluid extractor. As you can see, the oil level is slowly going down. It's I'd much rather just use the old gravity effect, but hey, it works. So, in the meantime, pop that loose, and while the oil's draining, we'll swap out the sparkum plugs. Well, since you've been away, got the oil changed, new filter on, got my Hazard Fart Viking battery charger on the battery because it would not crank over at all when I picked it up from my customer this morning, and it just clicked when I went to pull it off the trailer. So our charging system on the engine is good. I know that because when I pulled it off the trailer, I jumped it to start it, and I tested the voltage on the battery. We are getting actually 14 volts, which is fantastic, coming off that charging system. So that was an idle too, so that we are good to go there. Got underneath all the pulleys, cleaned out. Yeah, I used a leaf blower to blast out the shop. You can well see. Well, doesn't look like much, but it didn't blast off the lift, obviously, but got it all cleaned up. So I'm gonna take a peek underneath the words. Airbox, thank you. We're gonna have a look underneath there, see how our air filter is doing. Because, like I said, it's been about 1.5 years since I've seen this tractor. Not too bad at all. As long as we're under here, we'll just go ahead and pull that guy off and blast her out with the air hose, because why not? Well, given how much dirt is all about this machine, I'm actually kind of impressed at how clean that air filter was. There was definitely a little dust and dirt coming out of it, but not too bad. But also, if you get that humming noise, yeah, that would be my battery charger, and It is currently on its quote-unquote repair cycle because for whatever reason, even on the 2 amp trickle charge, it likes to think that it is fully charged. Did I just cross-thread that? I hope not. But yeah, it likes to think that it's charged up all the way. I may have just ruined that. Whatever. Air filter's on good and tight. That's the important part. But yeah, it likes to think that the battery's fully charged. Definitely not. So we got it doing its a little slow, like slow drip, not just trickle charge, but drip charge repair mode. And like I said, you can hear it buzzing periodically. And it's a pretty neat little battery charger, but you can see if the framing, it says REPR, repair. And so yeah, if you ever get you one of these, prepare for a little bit of a chuckle and a chortle the first time you put a battery on it, because it goes through an analyzing stage before actually delivering a charge. And they only had 4 letters to work with. You tell me what 4 letters they put on there. If you could abbreviate the word analyzing, what 4 letters would you choose? Yes. Someone at Harbor Freight or Viking, whatever company it is, decided to have a little extra fun and hide that little Easter egg in there. Anyway, we are basically finished up with this mower. Just going to let the battery charger chooch a little longer, and then I'll do my little oil fill cycle. So basically I turn it on and let it run for 60 seconds to fill the oil filter at an idle, mind. Fill the oil filter with oil, shut it off, check oil levels, and go from there. So we will bring you back once we have her started up, because you can't bring this, or I can't bring this thing in the shop and not share the fun that is this Harley of an engine and the roar of these blades with you guys. I gotta show it off. It's the first mower I ever bought, flipped, and sold. Yes, the word flip has a bad rap, but it Anyway, we'll bring it back. All pampered up and ready to go back home. This purse so nice. That's a mower. This is back when Cub Cadet actually made something nice. Yes, it bears the MTD badge on it, but this is back when they actually cared about the quality of machine that they put out. You can't buy a machine like this for less than $8,000 nowadays. I'd be willing to bet, and I almost am certain that Cub Cadet wouldn't build it. You'd be looking at a deer or something like that. But just... Well, now you got Kohler being switched over to Relco, which is some company that bought them out. Those, as far as I've heard, the Kohler engines will still be made. The difference is that they'll be just rebadged. So you'll still have the command engines, or what look like the command engines, with just with a different name on it. So let's roll this guy up onto the trailer. Whee! Oh. Come on, muscles. There we go. One more for good measure. That wraps up this Cub. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.